Have you ever glanced at your blood tests, noticed your creatinine levels rising, or observed foamy urine and wondered, but I'm doing everything right? I enjoy whole grains. I prioritize nutritious eating. I'm Dr. Johnny, and I must alert you immediately. This misconception is silently harming kidneys throughout America, particularly in individuals over 50 who believe they are safeguarding their health. The real threat isn't fast food or sugar. The staple grains on your plate have been celebrated by nutrition guidelines for years. Grains can quietly burden compromised kidneys with minerals they can no longer eliminate, gradually exacerbating damage month after month, all without pain or warning until a routine lab test reveals the truth. Now let's talk about why this is so pressing. Countless individuals are adhering to wellness tips, yet their kidney health quietly deteriorates, all while they assume they are protected simply because their meals appear wholesome and organic. Stay tuned, because in just a few moments, I'll reveal the grains that may be putting a strain on your kidneys, the ones that can actually provide relief, and how making a few easy changes, starting with your next meal, can help safeguard your kidney function before it's too late. Here's a reality that often goes unspoken. Grains aren't inherently beneficial or harmful to your kidneys. These foods are essential, as each bite contributes to the mineral and protein demands that your kidneys need to process. When your kidneys are functioning well, that system operates seamlessly behind the scenes. However, as kidney function starts to diminish, even marginally, grains can shift from being a source of energy to a source of strain, gradually undermining your filtration system, silently, symptomlessly, and without any forewarning. A memorable moment from my clinic that continues to resonate with me. A 61-year-old patient arrived, displaying signs of confusion and frustration. She avoided fast food. She steered clear of sugar. She adhered to every guideline provided, incorporating whole grains into each meal. Brown rice, whole wheat bread, and quinoa bowls were staples in her diet. However, her lab results revealed a contrasting narrative. Her creatinine levels had increased. Protein began to seep into her urine. Upon closer examination, the unifying element wasn't salt or meat. The issue lay in the grains, particularly the relentless mineral burden they imposed on kidneys that were already under strain. Discover the science that explains it all. Grains are rich in essential nutrients, offering a diverse array of phosphorus, potassium, and plant protein. A healthy kidney is within reach and entirely manageable. It's not suitable for a compromised kidney. Excess phosphorus isn't merely a benign presence in the bloodstream. It activates hormonal stress responses, extracts calcium from bones, and speeds up vascular damage. When potassium builds up, it heightens the risk of perilous heart rhythm irregularities. Protein, including that from plant sources, elevates pressure within the kidney's filtering units, leading to a gradual increase in protein leakage over time. Data from the National Kidney Foundation reveals that individuals with chronic kidney disease who consistently surpass mineral thresholds, even slightly, face a more rapid decline in GFR than those who manage their mineral intake, in addition to their calorie consumption. This is the point where many individuals find themselves ensnared. People are advised to eat healthier, yet the importance of kidney health goes beyond mere trends. It's all about embracing tolerance. A grain that supports gut health or heart health may still be too taxing for kidneys that are already having a tough time managing their workload. It's not just about a single meal. It's a relentless cycle, day in and day out, bowl after bowl, until the kidneys reach their breaking point. The answer lies beyond fear and extreme limitations. It's all about awareness, recognizing that grains serve as a daily challenge for kidney resilience, and that consistently selecting the wrong types can subtly steer lab results in an unfavorable direction. When you view grains through this perspective, clarity emerges, allowing for smarter choices while still enjoying the comfort of your favorite foods. Understanding that grains are a source of minerals is just the beginning. One grain, often celebrated as the healthiest option for years, could actually pose significant risks for those with weakened kidneys. It's crucial to delve into this topic if you're serious about safeguarding your kidney health. Once you realize that grains impose a daily burden on your kidneys, the next revelation is startling. The grain that many choose in the pursuit of health is frequently the one that leads to the most unnoticed issues. For decades, brown rice has been celebrated as the smarter, cleaner, and more natural option, packed with fiber, rich in nutrients, and minimally processed. It may seem flawless at first glance, but kidneys aren't swayed by nutrition buzz. They react to the pressure of minerals. I recall a gentleman in his late 50s who confidently shared with me, "Doctor, I gave up white rice years ago. I've incorporated brown rice into my daily meals." He had good intentions, but his labs fell short. His potassium levels were on the rise, phosphorus management proved challenging, and early signs of protein leakage were evident in his urine. His meals consistently featured brown rice, appearing twice daily without fail. No one had pointed out to him that brown rice boasts nearly 3 times the potassium of white rice, along with a significantly higher phosphorus content. For a kidney already under pressure, that difference doesn't negate the effects of compounds. Discover the science that often goes unnoticed. Brown rice retains its outer bran layer, which is precisely where minerals are concentrated. A single cooked cup of brown rice packs approximately 150 milligrams of potassium, while white rice offers around 55 milligrams. It might not seem urgent at first glance, but for kidney patients, every day is a balancing act within strict limits. It's important to note that brown rice can accumulate arsenic, a heavy metal that is absorbed from the soil and water. Efficiently clearing small amounts is a hallmark of healthy kidneys. Kidneys that are compromised cannot function effectively. Prolonged exposure to arsenic has been associated with vascular damage, inflammation, and a rapid decline in kidney function, exactly what a vulnerable kidney should avoid. Brown rice is not a bad food choice. It indicates that the food is not suitable for the body's current condition. In the early stages of kidney disease, small amounts may be manageable from time to time. However, as kidney function deteriorates, persisting with brown rice simply out of habit can turn into a subtle act of self-sabotage. Surprisingly, the simplest choice for safety is white rice. Reduced potassium, reduced phosphorus, minimized arsenic, and significantly less strain on your filtration system. There's no need to compromise on flavor. Enhancing white rice with aromatics such as bay leaf, lemon peel, or herbs transforms it into a deeply satisfying dish, while keeping it light on minerals. Grasping this shift can bring stability to labs for numerous individuals, but there's a twist. Brown rice isn't the most significant mineral trap lurking right before our eyes. One common item can quickly deplete your phosphorus levels, often by midday, leading to potentially serious consequences if you're not aware of what to look out for next. When individuals come to terms with the fact that brown rice can strain compromised kidneys, they frequently experience a sense of relief, only to discover that the next challenge is even more immediate. Whole wheat bread, not pastries, not fast food, the wholesome choice that greets you every morning on the counter. It seems innocuous, nearly undetectable, as it has long been positioned as the sensible option. However, when kidneys are under stress, whole wheat bread can subtly deplete your mineral reserves before the day even starts. A patient once shared with me, "Doctor, I don't eat junk. For breakfast, I enjoy whole wheat toast, and for lunch, I opt for a delicious sandwich." Upon reviewing his lab results, we noted that phosphorus levels remained consistently elevated, even after reducing meat and salt intake. The true missing link wasn't the dinner itself, it was the bread. 2 slices for breakfast, 2 more for lunch, day in and day out. By the time dinner arrived, his kidneys had already exhausted a significant portion of their daily phosphorus allowance on something that provided minimal nutritional benefits in return. This is why it's important. 1 slice of whole wheat bread packs approximately 70 milligrams of phosphorus and around 80 milligrams of potassium. 1 sandwich can pack a surprising 140 milligrams of phosphorus, all without you even realizing it. Individuals facing stage 3 or stage 4 kidney disease typically have daily phosphorus restrictions ranging from 800 to 1,000 milligrams. You've already used up over a quarter of your daily budget just on bread, and that's before considering fish, chicken, dairy, or vegetables. Excess phosphorus isn't merely a number on a lab report. It intensifies vascular stiffness, throws calcium balance into disarray, and heightens fatigue and bone weakness, all while the kidneys work overtime to manage the overload. Here, strategy takes precedence over mere intention. Bread is mainly composed of carbohydrates. It lacks high-quality protein and essential fats in terms of calories. When considering kidney protection, it's much more logical to allocate your limited phosphorus intake to foods that genuinely support muscle strength and recovery. Many renal dietitians subtly endorse breads with lower phosphorus content, such as white bread or white flour sourdough. Fermentation enhances flavor and improves digestibility, all while keeping the mineral load at a lower level. A quick and easy method to elevate plain white bread is to lightly toast it and then rub it with fresh garlic or herbs, turning it into a delightful treat that's gentle on your kidneys. When individuals make this switch, labs frequently stabilize more quickly than anticipated, as the concealed phosphorus pressure vanishes. However, managing bread alone doesn't tell the whole story. There's another grain that many individuals depend on for clean protein, which could be putting even greater strain on the kidneys than bread ever could. Surprisingly, this is the very grain that most health-conscious individuals often overlook. Once individuals discover how bread and brown rice subtly deplete mineral reserves, many opt for what they perceive as the ultimate upgrade: quinoa. Experience the allure of a gluten-free, trendy, plant-based delight that's consistently hailed as a superfood. Quinoa is often hailed as a nutritious option for overall health. Yet for those with delicate kidney function, it can pose unique challenges. These effects may not be evident at first glance, but they can manifest later in urine analysis. A patient once shared with me her exciting decision to swap out rice and bread for quinoa bowls, all in pursuit of a higher protein intake. Her meals were a feast for the eyes, featuring vibrant vegetables, a drizzle of olive oil, and quinoa as the foundation. However, despite the appealing presentation, her proteinuria deteriorated in just a few months. She felt a sense of confusion. She was not indulging excessively. She chose not to eat meat. What she failed to understand is that the source of protein is less significant than the pressure it places on already compromised kidneys. This is the mechanism that often goes unmentioned. A single cooked cup of quinoa boasts approximately 8 grams of protein, along with elevated levels of phosphorus and potassium when compared to refined grains. Protein, whether derived from animals or plants, increases the pressure within the kidney's filtering units, known as glomeruli. In healthy kidneys, that pressure remains temporary and well-regulated. In compromised kidneys, continuous pressure resembles the act of pushing water through a ripped filter at an accelerated pace. As a consequence, there's an increased amount of protein spilling into the urine, leading to accelerated scarring over time. Research indicates that high protein consumption, particularly from non-essential sources such as grains, can lead to increased glomerular hyperfiltration and hasten the decline in individuals with pre-existing kidney conditions. Here's how quinoa may subtly hinder kidney recovery. It consumes your daily protein quota without providing the complete biological value you'd receive from thoughtfully selected proteins, such as egg whites or fish. In the early stages of kidney disease, it may be possible to tolerate small portions, such as a third of a cup from time to time. However, in the later stages, quinoa can frequently turn into an unwarranted burden, masquerading as a beneficial practice. For a reliable foundation for your meals, look no further than the simplicity of white rice or white pasta. They deliver energy while keeping protein, phosphorus, and potassium levels within your kidney's limits, allowing space for essential protective nutrients to thrive. After patients embrace this change, many observe that their protein levels become stable, not due to reduced intake, but because they've alleviated the strain on their kidneys, allowing them to function within their limits. However, the journey doesn't stop with the elimination of quinoa bread and brown rice. Surprisingly, the grains that many consider the worst aren't necessarily the ones that hold the most significance. The safest options could very well be those that nutrition culture has advised you to steer clear of for years. Following the recent alerts regarding brown rice, whole wheat bread, and quinoa, countless individuals find themselves confused and pose the same inquiry. What foods are safe for my kidneys? Here's where the narrative shifts in an intriguing way. The grain that many have been conditioned to dread is frequently the one that kidneys handle most effectively. Classic white rice. It has faced criticism for causing blood sugar spikes, contributing to weight gain, and providing empty calories. For kidneys under stress, white rice may serve as a source of relief rather than a potential risk. I frequently reflect on a patient in his early 70s who shared with me his feelings of guilt each time he consumed white rice. For years, he pushed himself to consume foods he found unappetizing, convinced that enduring discomfort was synonymous with true discipline. Upon substituting his brown rice and quinoa with precisely measured white rice, an unexpected outcome unfolded. His phosphorus levels balanced the potassium, halted its gradual rise, and for the first time in years, his meals returned to a sense of normalcy. The emotional relief was just as significant as the lab results, as consistency thrives only when food feels sustainable. Discover the unique way white rice interacts with your body. In the processing phase, the outer bran layer is eliminated, which is precisely where the majority of phosphorus, potassium, and arsenic are concentrated. A single cooked cup of white rice offers approximately 55 milligrams of potassium and around 4 grams of protein, resulting in a much lighter burden on the kidneys compared to whole grains. Research featured in renal nutrition journals indicates that diets focusing on lower phosphorus refined grains lead to improved phosphorus management and a slower progression of chronic kidney disease, in contrast to those rich in whole grains. White rice provides a quick source of energy without putting excessive strain on the kidneys. This doesn't imply indulging without thought. It signifies making thoughtful choices about what you eat. White rice helps you conserve your precious mineral and protein resources for foods that truly enhance muscle immunity and promote healing. Flavor can thrive without compromise. Enhancing white rice with herbs, citrus peel, or warm spices such as cardamom delivers delightful flavor without any hidden mineral expenses. This one change serves as a cornerstone, simplifying the management of everything else for countless patients. However, this is the crucial aspect that many overlook. White rice is just one part of the answer. Choosing the right grain at dinner is just the beginning. Another common starch can either bolster your kidney health or subtly sabotage your efforts by the end of the day. The next choice catches nearly everyone off guard when they hear about it for the first time. When individuals come to terms with white rice, they are frequently surprised to discover that another so-called refined carbohydrate also fits comfortably within the same safe category: classic white pasta. For years, it has faced criticism for contributing to weight gain, causing blood sugar spikes, and negatively impacting health. Numerous kidney patients eliminate it entirely, only to substitute it with whole wheat or high-protein pasta, which subtly burdens their kidneys instead. A patient comes to mind who confidently made the switch to whole wheat pasta following their early kidney disease diagnosis. She claimed it's healthier. However, just a few months later, managing her phosphorus levels became increasingly difficult, and she began to experience fatigue even while maintaining a clean diet. By making a single adjustment, reintroducing small, regular portions of white pasta, her lab results improved, and she experienced a sense of fullness without the feeling of deprivation. What shifted wasn't the calories. The workload was on the kidneys. Discover the science that often goes unspoken. White pasta is crafted from refined wheat flour, resulting in the removal of most phosphorus, potassium, and excess protein. A serving of cooked white pasta boasts a notably lower phosphorus content compared to whole wheat pasta, which can pack more than twice the phosphorus per serving. For kidneys functioning with limited capacity, That distinction is crucial every single day. Kidney nutrition highlights that refined pasta is consistently recognized as a low phosphorus, low potassium carbohydrate, positioning it as one of the safest starches for all stages of chronic kidney disease, including dialysis. The focus, once more, is on strategy rather than limitation. White pasta delivers energy while preserving your mineral intake, enabling you to combine it with kidney-friendly proteins and vegetables, rather than compromising filtration efficiency with the meal's foundation. When done right, the experience is truly gratifying. Combining hot pasta with a drizzle of olive oil, a sprinkle of cracked black pepper, and a dash of starchy cooking water results in a luxurious richness, free from hidden additives or mineral strain. Effortless, recognizable, and eco-friendly, even when individuals master rice and pasta, many still face challenges because they neglect one final grain that remains hidden in plain sight. Quick, convenient, and often perceived as light, this last grain could subtly influence whether your everyday decisions genuinely safeguard your kidneys or gradually steer them off course. Before we conclude, I need you to listen to this carefully. If you're facing kidney issues or feeling anxious about your lab results, remember, you're not letting your body down. Many individuals have not been educated on the unique ways kidneys react to food, particularly as we grow older. Your presence here, absorbing knowledge, already gives you a significant advantage. Simple, well-informed adjustments such as selecting the appropriate grains can alleviate stress on your kidneys in ways many may not fully appreciate, all without the need for drastic diets or sacrificing the foods that bring joy to everyday life. Be sure to save this video for easy reference when planning your meals or checking food labels. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you stay updated on our upcoming videos, where we simplify kidney-safe food lab numbers and everyday habits in a clear and understandable way. Stay updated with our regular updates on research-driven kidney health guidance. Being informed is one of the most effective ways to safeguard your health. And above all, keep in mind that the decline of kidney function isn't always a simple downward trajectory. Armed with the right knowledge and making consistent choices, countless individuals achieve stability in their numbers and enjoy vibrant, active lives for years to come. Your kidneys tirelessly support you day in and day out. Provide them with understanding, patience, and support, and they will frequently reciprocate with increased time, energy, and peace of mind.